Ion Radio is on the air from the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship Tournament here at AdeptiCon. We are at the Hyatt Regency. Joining me on my left is the master of token manipulation with Lambda's Garrett Vance.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Excited to be back.
So let us know how we sound in the chat. We'll make adjustments as need be. I'm going to, unfortunately, have a little bit of negative information here. We're not going to start the stream and gameplay right where we think we're going to. Player meeting is going to start at 9 a.m. That's in about 20 minutes. So there is going to be a short intermission break for probably about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to come back on air, though.
Yeah, we'll go to intermission, then probably 9:15 is probably when they'll start.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm kind of thinking in terms of dice rolling.
Yeah.
But we do have a great program lined up for you. Garrett, let's switch over to camera 4. I want to show people what we've got here. So we have, for you guys, Garrett made this custom. I think this looks beautiful.
This is our AdeptiCon Ion Radio celebration tray. It's really exciting. This is our second year partnered, so, you know, hopefully many more years to go. We're really excited. But yeah, no, last chance qualifier today. This is the most exciting day besides, I would say, probably the last day, top 8, because, you know, only 3 players get to go.
Right, that is correct. 3 players.
If you got to get 10-1 3 times in a row, statistically, to make it out of here.
No, I agree. It's going to be a tough fight, I think, this year. So folks that are listening in chat, looks like there's about 20 viewers. So let us know how we sound and everything else.
Yeah,
Social Channel Rob, thank you very much. Garrett, can we turn you up? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Turn your gain up.
How
your
does
mic
that
too.
sound? I moved it closer to my face. I was trying not to breathe too hard on you guys. Maybe that'll work.
Well, keep us posted on how things are going. If you guys have any questions or anything else, let us know. We're going to stay live here for probably another few minutes. Yep. Along with us, I should mention, we do have Adrian Vance with us.
Adrian Valerie.
Or Adrian Valerie. Yep, sorry, I've got the two. I'm combining the both of you guys.
V's.
2 V's, too many V's. And we will have Ryan Becker joining us potentially tomorrow. He is going to be playing today in LCQ day 1.
No offense to anybody else, but I'm rooting for him. Obviously, I want him to get in.
John will be joining us tomorrow, so he is working right now. He, good for John. We're excited for him to be coming in tomorrow. We've got everything set up for you, John. So if you're listening to us live, you can enjoy that bit. Beyond that, I think that's all I've got to say now for the moment. So again, apologies that we're going to have a slight delay. We are moving in a position where the player meeting will begin in about 15 minutes now, and then we will come back on air and start giving you every information that we can. Sound about right?
Well, I guess I'll say last night we saw some pictures from the prize wall. There's some cool alt arts, cool ruler tray set, some exciting mat things. So I'm sure we'll get to showcase some more official images later. So, and then do you want to share what's coming up today? We're keeping that a secret.
You know what? I'm going to keep that a secret for the moment. But I am going to say stay tuned until I think it's in our second round.
Yeah.
We're going to have a special guest. Now, last year we had a special guest. This year we are going to have 2 special guests. We're going to have one today and one tomorrow. At least that's what's currently planned. So I'm looking forward to being able to bring someone else into the booth with us. But we are currently here at the Hyatt, and a nice hotel. We have good space. We have a lot of great players out here today.
Everybody, the audio is going to be way better this year because we're not being drowned out by a million people walking by us. So we've got a nice exclusive space, which is it's actually a benefit. So
that's actually something we should mention as well. If you are here at AdeptiCon, we are in the Hyatt Hotel, not in the Renaissance.
Right. We're over here with a couple other games that got overflow. There's just too many people playing this year. This is like the biggest they've been since 2019.
This is huge. And actually, since we're talking about it, Garrett, let's talk about numbers. We have 40 some odd players here for LCQ.
I think they cut off each of the games at 48, and then we've got over 100 players tomorrow. 120. I'd have to look at the official list because people got to sign up and show up, right? So, man, we're over here. We're trying to find tables. We need more tables for more players. So, our 6-foot game, you know how it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's look at it this way. It is a good sign that we had to go find tables, and I know tomorrow we are going to have about 112 to 120 Armada players that are going to be on the tables competing in day one for a chance at the World Prize.
And
so this is going to be 4 days of fun here.
Dozens of heavy hitters, just famous names. So we're excited to have some of them on stream. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped, Ken.
All right, we are going to take a little break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes after the player meeting's over. So stay tuned. You have a lot more to come here on Ion Radio. Ion Radio is back on the air from the Hyatt Regency in Schaumburg. It's the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship Tournament here at Adepticon. Hello, everyone. Along with my good friend here, Garrett Vance, we have Adrian Valerie at the table side. Welcome, and it's Ken Krajniak reporting. Wow. You guys know I have not had my first cup of coffee yet. I'm working on it right now.
I'm chugging a can over here, Black Rifle.
So, please, folks, in the chat, let us know how we sound and everything else. We are already got our first group of players on the table.
Now, this is the last chance qualifier, first round, first table.
So I'm going to go ahead. Let's swap over here. Three. We're moving over here. So here we've got, we're getting, as you can see, cards are already up, getting set up and everything else. And we have two players here. We've got Andrew and John. We're going to go through their fleet lists, and they're kind of covering up some new stuff. So Andrew is second player. John is first. So we'll go ahead and update that information for you.
And what we got here, we got Republic versus Empire. It looks like we got a Yularen fleet, which is really exciting. We haven't had a Yularen fleet on stream. Superior position is going to be our objective. And Andrew is our second player. Andrew is the Republic player, so they're playing Andrew's Yularen superior positions. John is in for a treat here.
So let's go ahead and switch to the fleets. Garrett, I'm going to let you talk about the first fleet as we make some updates here. So, Garrett, go for it.
So this is Andrew's fleet. It's called the Yularen Grinder. First off, great name. And I'm sure he's real happy about the superior position situation right now with his ARC 170s and Y-Wing. So we got Yularen. He's got a Pelta transport frigate, and that is his flagship. He's got GAllia on there with parts resupply, and of course TB-73, giving himself that extra evade token. He's got another Pelta transport. It's got FCT, Fighter Coordination Team, and Bomber Command Center. We've got a Pelta medical frigate, and he used that for his boosted comms, another Fighter Coordination Team, and his clone nav officer. He's really pushing these arcs across the board. He's got a second Pelta medical frigate, and then it's loaded up with identical. Oh, he's got expanded hangar base on that one. Fighter Coordination Team again, and Clone Navigation Officer. And then this squad ball, of course, you know what it is. We got Anakin and his Delta 7, obviously. We have Ahsoka Tano to tap Anakin again. We got Axe. And then we got 4 ARC 170s, 1 Y-Wing Strongman for 134 points. He has a 9-point bid. 9 points. So he's going for that second player. Man, if he gets these arcs to the back, he's going to have a good time. Let's talk about this Imperial fleet, though.
Yeah, let's move to it. So you guys should see this on the screen. This is John Valen. I'm just going to go through this one real quick. So we have the ISD Simoon 1 refit with Grand Moff Tarkin, which clearly this is the fleet I want to win because I'm a Tarkin fan.
Yeah, this is interesting. First off, he's got Tarkin as an admiral.
And that's a good thing. Director Krajniak on there. So you have like the height of the Imperial power here, with what you've got on this ISD. Intensify firepower, gunnery teams, XI-7 turbo lasers, spinal armament, and the Relentless title. We have 2 identically equipped Architon's light cruisers, both of them with enhanced armament, and 4 squadrons. We have Morna Key, 3 VT-49 decimators. I love this list already, Garrett.
Yeah, this is unconventional, right?
This is something different. So we are going to go ahead. Let's switch back to where we are looking at the overhead. So John is first player. Andrew is second. Let's get rid of the scoreboard so that you guys can see what we have here in terms of objective placement and
yeah, so the Empire's got to deploy first here because it's superior positions.
Right.
So he's getting these Architons out with his expensive enhanced armament. Usually people take LTTs on these Architons, so I'll see how this works out for him because red dice are fickle. But he's got the Tarkin there. He's be throwing out those Confire tokens for those re-rolls.
And while we're at it, let's go ahead and we're going to talk about the objective. It is superior positions. Superior positions. Everyone knows what this is. Speed 2 on all the ships so far. We'll get back to that.
That's for the Empire. All the Empire ships are Speed 2.
And that's, again, because you've got to deploy all your ships first, and then squadrons before second player. And then the big gimmick here, for 15 points, you get a victory token. After a ship or squadron performs an attack against the rear hull zone of another ship, if the defender suffered at least 1 damage, the attacker's owner gains 1 victory token.
And remember, even if they redirect it, it's still an attack in the rear taking damage. They're getting that token. So this is one of those objectives where you can rack up 100+ points real fast.
Most definitely. So we are definitely looking here at a fun game. And as we've got that set up, let me actually get the scorecard back up, because we aren't going to be going back and forth just yet. We're actually in turn 0 right now.
Yeah, they're setting up. You have to forgive us. We're trying some new stuff here this year to make it easier to see what's happening on the board. So we're excited to show what we're talking about.
So
we're looking at things.
Should we give them an example here?
Let's give an example.
All right. So, like, for example, this is the station.
Yeah. Clearly pointed out. We're going to try and say, like, what ship is what shooting at which ship, so that when the battle gets, in the middle of it and there's lots of stuff around, you also know what's happening, like you're on the table.
And over here, this is the Simoon that has Grand Moff Tarkin on there. So,
with Relentless. Relentless is not an often taken title.
Right?
Right?
It really is not. It really is not. And then I think we're just now getting a couple new things started, so we are going to see. Again, we're just going to play with this a little bit up front. There is our Pelta getting
That's the first
put
Pelta.
down.
Is that our flagship Pelta, Adrian? Could we know? He's checking for us. He's looking. He's writing it all down. But so he's got 4 Peltas. So this is the classic Yularen Pelta spam, right?
And let's for everyone watching at home, again, John is up on top for this view, and Andrew is on the bottom.
That's right. And John, again, is first player. Andrew's second player.
And we are playing superior positions. So we are definitely looking forward to having all of you guys join us for the next 4 days of the Star Wars Armada World Championship here. And this is just going to be, like last year, that was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to all the different players that we're going to see, the different fleets that are going to be presented here at AdeptiCon. We've got a good panel of judges. Over to our right, we've got Alan and Lark. They're waving at us, so hello.
International judge panel, all right?
All of Andrew's ships are moving at Speed 2.
So this is Speed 2 fest here. Every ship on the board, Speed 2 right now.
It is.
Look at these Peltas. So they're getting ready to push these arcs right into that Simoon. That thing's ready to eat. Now, he's got decimators, but they got heavy as a trait. So, and I don't think he had advanced transponders or anything like that. So, nope. Yep, he's just got Spawn Armaments, Relentless XI7s. Gunnery team. But these Peltas don't have any, there's no projection experts shenanigans going on here, right? So, just fighter coordination team. But we do have the parts resupply, doling out those engineering tokens. Obviously, he's wanted to heal those fighters, but I don't think those fighters are going to take much damage.
I don't think so either. I think the fighters are going to play a role in this game. We are now in the command phase of turn 1, so we are officially in turn 1 now.
So we're setting commands.
Setting all the dials, only 2 for Relentless.
Now, in case somebody's wondering, if you check out the Ion Radio Discord in the description, you can go and look at the prizes. I posted pictures there in the Armada General section. They've got new dice this year. Listen, I love dice. Dice, and Adrian loves them too. Dice is the only prize I care about.
I think dice. Adrian knows way more about dice than we care to admit.
We're dice hoarders, all right? We love them.
But we've got a lot of fun prizes. I'm looking at the prize wall here. We've got some nifty things. I think the most exciting one is the sideboards that include Grand Admiral Thrawn. They are currently up on the table. You can kind of see a little bit with some of our picture views.
Yeah, they're on there. They're 3 foot long, so you need 2 of them for a 6 foot.
Right.
But, man, they're cool. They got the Mon Calamari MC-80 Liberty schematic, an ISD-1 schematic, I think, and some Nebulons, CR-90s. It's cool, though. And
if I am correct, are we using the brand new dice in the tray today?
That's right, yeah. So Alan blessed us with a set of dice that we can roll. So you'll get to see those in the Ion Radio thing over here, as long as our players follow the dice tray rules.
Oh, they're going to follow the dice tray rules. They're going to have a lot of fun. So Tarkin is starting off with a nav.
So that's our Moon. Let me switch back over to our camera here. So overhead, so we got a navigate command on Tarkin Moon.
There's something we need to add for next year. We got to do commands so that people can see it.
Architon goes.
It's the Architons going instead of the.
It's not the Moon. All right, it's all right. We're listen, everybody. Day one, round one. We're getting started here. Okay, give us a second. Which Architons is that? The one in the middle? I'm trying to use our arrow system here. Far left. Okay, so the far Architons. All right, here we go. There we go. This guy's moving. He's got the nav command.
There's our nav command. So it is worth noting that last year we had the table directly in front of us. This year, the streaming table's a good, what would you say, Garrett?
That's
15 feet?
10, 15 feet away. But we'll see.
So we can't actually see the players as well.
So much, our lighting is, we don't have a giant overhead light above us this time washing out our screen, so that everything's so much easier to see.
No, yeah. We are in a much better facility. I think the Hyatt is a lot nicer of a hotel for us to stream out of.
So our Architect looks like it went to speed 3 here.
Yeah. Again, positioning here in turn 1.
Yep, he's at speed 3 now. All right, and now it's over to Andrew.
Andrew's flagship is now going to be activated.
So that's the one with parts resupply. He has a nav. He's taken a nav token, it looks like, according to Adrian. And that flagship is the one on the far left.
And this is, again, we've got Yularen here. So I'm curious to see how much some of these bombers are going to come in and actually make an effect on the game. Because we do have, we only have the one, but we've got the ARC 170.
So Yularen lets you push an extra squadron with your squad token, and he also lets you heal your squadrons. But like I said, I don't think he's going to need to use the heal ability on
Probably
this
not,
fleet.
Unless you're doing a lot of flanking.
If you want to use our little arrows, the enemy's decimators are spread out across the board there, and decimators are slow.
They are.
They're speed 2, right?
They are speed 2.
Or are they speed 2?
ARC is moving at speed 2.
All right, so our middle mark's moving. It looks like it's jumped up to speed 3. It's coming around, trying to get these Peltas and some doubles.
So as Garrett was saying at the top of your screen, you can see the 4 decimators just placed out there.
And as in the chat there, JF, if you go to the Discord, Ion Radio Discord link in the description, and you go to Armada General, you'll be able to see the pictures I posted there.
And we are going to make sure that we get an opportunity to bring some more information to you guys soon. And we're taking that squad command as a token.
Pelta goes here, and this is our Pelta. Is this the Pelta transport? He's moving up. Yep. So this is our second Pelta transport, and that's the one that has Bomber Command Center and FCTs. So let's see if he's going to take advantage of that. Yep, here he goes, and there's that fighter coordination.
Yep, fighter coordination team's going, and then we're moving up our. That's what distance 1, I think, right?
Distance 1, that's right.
Distance 1 movement.
Up to the squad value of the ship. And so I think it's just 2 on a transport without expand hangar bays.
Definitely. And we are going to be trying our best to monitor the chat. Just keep in mind that for LCQ, it's just myself, Garrett, and Adrian. Starting tomorrow, John's going to be joining us, so we're going to be able to monitor chat a lot more closely.
Yep.
But we should be, in general, we should be having a lot of fun here, be able to get as much information to you guys as possible. We do have a lot of traffic moving in front of us, so if you get a little extra noise, we're just...
okay,
we apologize.
The Moon is officially showing its nav command, it looks like.
And we're moving to speed 1 with that.
That's a good question. What did Tarkin at the beginning? He Tarkin nav tokens. That's right.
That's what Adrian was telling us. See,
at the beginning.
Like I said, folks, we have not gotten to our first cup of coffee over here. We've got a few people spectating, watching us. That are giggling and laughing and pointing and whatnot. So we appreciate that from the gallery.
We got famous Mars from Fly Casual over here. Australians. I think he said we got 5 or 6 Australians coming this year. Six Aussies. Man, they're good people.
And by the way, we've got a whole bunch of people from all around the world.
Oh
We
gosh.
are going to try and get James out on the stream, who won last year.
The current,
so Malador, I
current
believe,
world
is
champion.
his Discord
Yes.
handle.
All right,
Bomber Command.
So the Bomber Command Center, he takes a Confier token, and that's our far right Pelta Medical Frigate. But he won't have Bomber Command Center, so it was a transport. So that means, so Adrian, if you could double check for me, it's flagship. Thank you. Okay. All right. There we go, Ken. So the far left Pelta is our flagship. The next one is a medical with expanded, and that's how he moved 3 of those ARC 170s. And then now our boosted commed Pelta is going to move.
Taking it as a token. That's a squadron.
Taking a squadron token. So we're
Again, we are
preparing for
prepping
battle.
up for battle and for leveraging Yularen, which makes sense because that's kind of what you want to do. Answering again, prize wall, there's a bunch of pictures in the Discord. I think it's the main Discord. We're going to actually try and get those up on the Ion Radio Discord a little bit later today. And if we have the opportunity, we will showcase those on stream.
We'll do our best.
Unfortunately, the game started and the prize wall was literally put out right at about the same time.
Literally watched it get unboxed, unsealed from the factory.
Actually, that was kind of fun. The 4 sidebars that are currently out on, and actually you could see a small little bit of
let's
it.
Let's go to camera 4 here.
So at the bottom there, you can see the ISD. Actually, that might be a victory.
It looks a little bit like a victory.
That's a
from
victory.
The side. Yep, victory 1.
So it's sitting there. That's part of the Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Right, we have entered the squadron phase.
So we're going to start seeing what we have. I think we're just going to see some squadron movement.
2
I think we're too far away to actually do any
decimators have
damage.
moved. And is this Anakin? Okay, Anakin is moving now. I'm trying to keep track of what squad. So we got ARC 170s and the Y-Wings on the left there. It looks like Anakin now Ahsoka's going. Yep, so Anakin and Ahsoka are on the right. And we got... Adrian, could you tell us where Morna Key is? Just moved? Okay.
So Mordecai's the one on the far right then? Or is she the one in the middle?
She's in the middle. Ah, I see. If you want to use the arrow, she's the one in front of the asteroid. Yeah, that guy right there, pointing down. That's Morna. She's got the ability where she can, spend her defense token to reroll dice.
Yes.
But then she gets her defense token back.
She does at the end of the turn, I think.
Or when it activates, so it's got to survive. When you activate next turn, you get it back. Again, the prize wall, go to the description, Ion Radio Discord link, and then go to Armada General. I've got the stuff there. The list can be found on well, you can't. I don't think the lists are open yet.
We're going to the dials to turn 2. We do not have the lists at this time.
No, so it's important that people aren't studying lists. This is a surprise situation, right? Lists are important and how they're built. So lists will be posted after. All right, so we're setting command dials for turn 2 here.
Moving right along. Plenty of time left to play. 9:25, almost 9:30 here in the morning. We did have a little bit of a late start, probably about 9:15-ish. And let's see, our Tarkin dial is a concentrate fire.
All right, everyone's getting Confire token. He's getting ready for that those rerolls.
Architon's going to activate first. Confire.
Architon's Confire. Let's see which one it is here, left or right.
It's going to be the one on our right.
There we go.
Player's left.
He's moving. So, chuck the dial, right? He's already got a Confire token.
Yeah, I believe so.
Just burning it. He's trying to get in range here.
Answer the question of the attack is 4 Peltas, as it appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, yes.
Yes, so we got 2 transport frigates and 2 medicals. Flagship. Okay, so flagship has activated for. That's the one with Yularen on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken a Confire token to replace his engineering token. Because I believe he took a nav token in round 1.
I think so. We should be recording this information down. I'm sure the folks at home are definitely going to keep us informed
listen,
whenever
we're trying. We'll see here. That's a good idea. Trying to keep track of tokens on ships. It'd be challenging, but we'll try.
We've got all this fun dry erase boards in front of us to use.
Second Architons is going now. The one in the middle. It's got a Confire command as well. So remember, they're 2 command ships, so he lined up Confires hoping he'd have a long-range shot.
Taking our time, thinking about what we want to do. I mean, here's kind of an interesting thing here, because we know that Peltas they're difficult to kill because of the amount of engineering points they can push out. But in this case, you still have all of your fighter wing that you can leverage to try and attack. Now, it definitely looks to...
Yeah. He's measuring here. So anyways, so we're looking at this right now. He's making his maneuver tool. He's moving speed 3, trying to get in long range here. Bomber Command Center Pelta is going to go now. Bomber Command Center is our transport frigate with FCTs. All right.
Are we rolling dice?
He's got a long-range shot. We're going to look at our dice cam here. I believe he's just got 1 red here. What was that command? I missed it.
We'll get back to it.
He's got a nav command on that Pelta.
We did not see what that dice roll was. They moved real fast. We had a couple players walk right in front of the table. So
he's looking at his nav tool right now. What was it? A miss? Was that a miss, Adrian? Did they miss the shot? Okay, it looks like we had a blank dice.
No damage.
All right. Ahsoka's been overlapped.
Moving to the back corner here.
Not a big deal when you're overlapping stuff with a small ship. On speed 4, speed 5 fighters. Oh, he's checking range here. He's out from that Simoon.
Now we are out here measuring distances again here. This looks like to be from the Simoon over.
To the chat, that's correct. You cannot use 2 tools. But looks like we got a judge call over here, checking range. Now remember, the range for long has to be cardboard to cardboard when you're shooting. Now when you're doing something like CommsNet, it's measured plastic to plastic. But shooting is cardboard to cardboard. So it is out of long range so that Simoon won't get that nasty spinal armament shot next round. But so he's moving here. Or maybe he hasn't. It hasn't. Oh, I see. The Simoon hasn't gone yet. I apologize, everybody. The Simoon has not gone yet. So
looking ahead here.
That will put it in range because it was just out before.
Now activating the Simoon.
Yep.
Simoon's moved forward.
He had a Confire command dial queued up, just like the Architons, because he was hoping for a real good shot. Okay, the expanded hangar bay Pelta is going now. And that's a medical frigate. He's using the nav dial. So he's not taking a token, because I think he already has a token on that ship. So this is the one. It's got expanded hangar bay, FCTs, and a clone navigation officer. He's taking that extra click to Jimmy here. Now for my overhead view here, it looks like he won't have it doubled, but you know, with a Pelta, it doesn't matter too much. All right, here he goes. He's checking what's in range. he's doing his FCTs. Now this is expanded hang barrier, so he can do 3 of them. So he's moving. They're slowly making their way to this Simoon. Now when those Architects start bombing, you know, they're 2 blues. It's going to be a real hurt. And a Simoon doesn't have any defensive retrofits, and he doesn't have Minister 2 or anything like that on it. So he's just got his natural defense tokens. That's it. He also doesn't have, you know, Pittix to help. He's just got to deal with it. All right, so we got the Squadron Command with a token. So he's doing a Squadron Command now. Looks like he's sending Anakin to Morna Keys, that one in front of there, getting in range. Now Anakin is a monster when he throws his dice. He's got his awesome ability that he can tap damage. So here we go. Anakin roll. We got 2 hits. He's got Adept. Oh, and there,
and with the depth.
Blocks that brace. 2 damage. All right, and then was that other thing in distance 1? So he's doing Anakin's ability. So that means that Morna is going to take 3 damage, plus 1 on the rear. That 1 decimator behind her. All right, they're looking at Anakin's card here. Yep.
So while we have a slight break here in the action, we hang out splash plus 1 damage. 1 is given out
1 to Morna and 1 to the Desi behind. That's a listen, Anakin. It can hurt to play against.
Oh, it really can. While we're kind of just have a slight lull in the action here before. No, wait, hang on. We're going to go to some more attacks.
Okay, and no, Ahsoka when she moves.
Yep.
She
Ahsoka's
lands,
move first,
and she makes Anakin roll 2 blues.
There's
2 hits.
2 blues, 2 hits. Those are blue dice.
He'll probably brace.
That's probably the color on the brand new ones.
That's right. It's a little bit of sparkly marbled blue.
Right.
Here we go. This is her actual shot in Morna. She's got Adept 1. 2 damage, no brace.
2 damage.
Ooh. That's 5 damage on Morna. Morna's only got 8 hull. She's at 3 now. 3 damage on Morna remaining.
Here's the counter.
Letting him do the counters.
Yep.
Back to the dice here. Counter 1, miss. Counter 2, miss. All right.
Allowing for the sportsmanship to pick up on a counter. Really
nice.
appreciate
So
that. Again, this is a quality player that we have here at Worlds.
Yes.
And actually, this is just the last chance qualifier. We do have lists. We can share them on stream as we talk about them.
Right. But the full list has not been
correct.
Published.
That is done intentionally.
All right. So we are officially hitting the Simoon. Architens, Bomber Command Center, hit crit. Hit crit into the front of the Simoon. All right, we're activating another squadron. Remember, he had a command and a Kodokan to use.
Bracing. No, redirect.
Redirect?
Yeah. And brace. So moved over.
All right, we're sending the next guy here. Another Architens.
Not Architens.
Arc 170.
Arc 170.
We got too many arcs in this game.
I appreciate your desire for them to come in with the Architens, but they don't move that quick.
Right. Ooh, all right. Bomber Command Center here.
There we go.
1 hit.
1 hit.
No redirect. His green. He accuracy'd his green redirect. All right. Taking it on the shield. All right. So he's done Anakin, 2 Arc 170s, and Ahsoka. All right. So now he's moving. So
now we're moving. So now we're going back here.
All right.
What we can do for you folks at home, we can review the lists when we move into turn 3 or 4.
So it looks like we're going to have a collision, Pelta on Pelta. So he's going to get bumped back to one spot on the tool there and take a damage on each.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he has doled out the damage.
Bomber Command Center here. No.
Okay, Bomber Command Center.
Boosted comms.
Okay. All right. So our 2 Peltas in the middle both have 1 damage from Ram in the middle.
Let me find out when those lists will be made public. Stand by.
Ken will go ask our esteemed judge panel. All right. We got another Pelta to go here. Okay, he's asking if he can retroactively do the FCT now. And he's letting him, which is fair after that counter. All right, so he's going to move. Looks like an Arc 170 he chose to move, which is smart with their speed 2. All right, we got a generic Decimator coming in to attack a generic Arc 170. Let me get over the dice cam here. Ooh, good hits. So we are doing the counter from the Arc 170. They got counter 1. 1 hit back.
So word from the judges, we are going to, right for the moment, they're not going to make the T4 lists public. It will be a little bit later. At that point, they will come up. We will go through the current lists for you guys a little bit later in this game, just to refresh everyone in terms of what we have.
All right, so Morna has been activated now. Now she's got Rogue. Ooh, good hits again. That's 3 damage twice in a row. But, Scatter, was this into Anakin or Ahsoka? This is Anakin. Anakin counters. Counters, 1 damage, no brace. Well, it doesn't need a brace. What am I doing? What am I saying? So Morna's got to be on 2 hull at this point, I think.
Garrett, you're just flat out getting excited because we're watching top-level play Armada.
That's right. That's right. I'm trying to keep up the squad battle here. All right, so he's done his 2. Now it's time for the Andrew Republic fleet to do his 2 because we are in the squadron phase. All right, there's 1. That must be Axe going speed 3 there. And that's a Y-Wing going speed 3. Okay. All right. Let me get a good shot here. These Peltas. Keep forgetting I got camera 6. All right, so we got a generic Decimator attacking Anakin now. Anakin, remember, he's got counter 2. Oh, good hits. This guy's black dice are hot. He's going to dodge, reroll 1 with Anakin. Back to a hit. Blacks are, it's an average of a hit. It's an average of a damage. So he braces the 2, counters back, add up reroll, 2 damage back at it. These Decimators are taking a lot of damage. I believe Morna is the lowest. We've got 1 Arc 170 that took 3 damage, and Anakin took 2 damage. So he's on 2 right now. They really need to get Axe up there to start axing some damage down.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. Anakin's going to come up. So here he's firing.
He's firing.
Ooh, look at that, 3 hits. Are we really surprised, though?
This is shooting at Anakin. He's burning Anakin Scatter. Burn
okay,
Anakin
this is
Scatter.
other way
This is
around.
a generic Decimator attacking Anakin.
Yep.
Counters back. Adept. Ooh.
Nothing. Ooh.
Some unlucky blue right there.
Once again, this is one of the reasons I love Decimators, those black dice against squadrons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they were red dice and I was rolling them, Garrett, we would be 6 damage every shot.
Oh, wow, okay.
or 4 damage in an accuracy.
Do that.
Well, anyone that's been watching the channel for a while.
The Simoon does have gunnery teams, Corsac. It's got gunner teams, IF, Spinals, and XI7s. And Krajniak.
And Director Krajniak.
All right.
We are now going into dials. We are on turn 3, I believe.
Yep, moving into round 3, setting dials.
And actually, while we have this moment to kind of break and we're talking about dials and whatnot, let's go over those fleet lists once again. So I'm going to start off with the Imperial list. This is John's list. And we have Grand Moff Tarkin on an ISD Simoon 1 with Director Krajniak, Intensify Firepower, Gunnery Team, XI7, Spinal Armament, and the Relentless title.
Yep.
There are 2 equally equipped Architons light cruisers, both with enhanced armament, so we're getting some extra firepower out the sides, and 4 squadrons, Morna Key, and 3 VT-49 Decimators.
Hole for days.
And I'm gonna jump over here, and Garrett, go ahead and go through the Yularen fleet, which is Andrew's.
So we got all right, so Tarkin, real fast, he handed out a engineering token. That's Tarkin's token. Anyways, back to this Yularen grinder fleet here. So we got 4 Peltas. We have the flagship with Yularen, GAllia, and parts resupply, and TB-73 for that extra evade. We've got another transport that's got the FCT and Bomber Command Center. We got 2 medical frigates, and one has boosted comms to FCT, and one has expanded with FCT. And then he's got a nasty squad ball of 4 ARC-170s. I keep wanting to say it. I'm gonna blame you, Ken. 1 Y-wing, Axe, Ahsoka, and a Delta 7 Anakin. So this is a very textbook Yularen.
We are intensifying firepower here, so
right.
I think we're gonna have a shooting turn.
This is the Simoon going. He's got a Confire command dial. All right, he's choosing targets here.
Okay, going up against the middle Pelta. If I'm right, that's the flagship. No, that's the Bomber Command Center.
Bomber Command, because he's got gunnery teams.
Right.
All right, here we go. We're gathering dice.
We're thinking about it. Yep, we're looking at cards, making sure we've got everything that they can use.
All right, he's attacking the side of that Bomber Command Center.
And actually, as soon as we can get a chance, we will give you a update on shield status for some of these ships. Probably after this attack, we'll give you an update on the Bomber Command Center, and then we'll give you an update on the ISD.
Well, I do know the ISD has, I think, 3 on the front and 2 on one side because he redirected 1 damage and took 1 on the front. All right, here we go. Simoon.
Look at those dice.
With that spinal.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Yes, 6 damage. That's Krajniak. We have an accuracy now 7.
So we are at long range, I believe. Yep. Stopping the evade, so he'll probably brace.
No evade. Yeah, 7, so that'll be braced down to 4.
Brace to 4, but he's going to take a crit. Bracing to 4.
Bracing to 4. And redirecting to the front. So that's probably going to be 2. Okay, we do have 1 damage going into the Pelta.
Okay, he's going to use his gunnery team shot to attack the flagship. Here's our dice roll.
So much dice.
Not as good naturally, but he's got his rolls.
You've got some opportunities here. Not many, because you have intensify firepower, which is going to be the 1. We've already burnt through the tokens, so we're not going through that. But we have the XI7s, and that's about it actually. So really, you're going to get 1 more out of that at most.
Yeah. Okay, so this is attacking the flagship. Brace to 1, redirect.
And now there's our 2 shots. So Adrian is going to give us some status updates on the 2 ships, probably starting with the Bomber Command Pelta that got beaten up.
All right, Simoon is now moving.
And again, special thanks here to Adrian, who's out there doing all the hard work, really, at the table side. Garrett and I just have to sit here and talk. We have these nice cush chairs.
We're doing our best to not mess up the relay. Yeah, I agree. The blue dice are kind of dark. They look really nice in person, though.
We might swamp out to different dice, at least for blue ones.
Yeah, to make it more clear for the stream.
Make it clear, yeah. And that is, if you actually hold the dice next to each other, and we'll show you on stream, we'll try and get our hands on some of those.
Adrian is giving me a shield update here. Adrian, is that the 4 Peltas? Is that what you're showing me right now?
Yep. So we're going to get the 4 Peltas up here, so stand by while Adrian gets that to Garrett. And I'll let Garrett relay that information to you guys. So we've got 2 hits. This is going at the ISD from the Pelta. Yeah, that's not the best view for
Adrian,
that.
can you tell me left or right which one it is? I just want to make sure I get this right.
We're taking a little bit of damage here.
Like, could you just do 1, 2, 3, 4 for me? I'm sorry. And that's our most forward Pelta on the right-hand side.
Okay, next dice shot, we've got accuracy 2. There's a third one. This again is going into the ISD. I believe this is shooting at its front.
Which is the one with 0? Okay, all right. So if we're looking at the overhead here, the front Pelta, if we bring up our arrow, the front Pelta on the right has 0 shields on the left, 1 shield on the front. But it still has 2 on the right where them Architects are coming in. But remember, it's got both those Peltas on the right have 1 hull damage from ramming.
We are going to update you on the ISD because both those shots kind of came in real quick while we were transmitting a little bit more information to us. So stand by here. Adrian's giving us an update on the Simoon.
Ooh, Simoon's down to 0 shields on the front. 0 shields on the front of the Simoon. All right. This is a real good move with that Pelta on the far left there. One hull damage to the Simoon. Okay.
So no front shields at all on the Simoon.
So we got 5 bombers, multiple Peltas in range. All right, so we have the arc on the far right of our screen. It has revealed a Confire command dial. No shots, though.
No. We're too far out there. We might actually...
Looks like a debris field situation.
I'm going to say we might be in a... Are we going to land on that or not? That's a good question.
No nav command dial, so...
No. And let us know again in chat if you guys have questions of what's going on. We'll be doing our best to monitor what we see here to give you guys the most information that we do have. There are currently 67 people listening to us live.
So he took 2 damage to the shields on the rear.
Okay.
Right. So we've got a Pelta with the expanded hangar bay. It's healing a shield with an engineering command dial. And this is the Pelta that's in the middle with Yularen on it.
And that is the flagship, and we are
Here's a
rolling
shot.
dice.
This is front to front. Into the Simoon. 2 damage.
2 damage. Now what are we going to do here? Because we're going to have to use some tokens here. Bracing. So that's 1. Are we going to take the damage? What does John design? He's thinking.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's going
doing
to
the redirect,
redirect
moving off
it.
to the side.
He's got a lot more damage coming in.
Yeah.
Simoon. All right. We got a shield update for the Simoon here. 0 on the front, 2 on the right-hand side, 2 on the rear, 1 on the left. So far, it's got 1 hull damage. All right, moving in here. We're gonna let Adrian's gonna let us know if that snugly fit in there. Looks like it.
Looks like it.
Look at that! Wow.
Millimeter precision here. All right. Concentrate fire being shown.
Concentrate fire.
And here's our shot.
And now this is from the Architects.
Oh wait, they're sitting there conferencing, making sure that what they're shooting is what they're shooting.
Clarifying the shot.
Correct.
All
Front
right,
to
so
side.
we got our middle Architects shooting at the side of the Pelta.
1 damage.
There's no enhanced armament at the front.
No, only off the sides.
All right, he is going to use IF to change that to 2 hits. And it looks like he took a damage on the shields.
Yeah, that'd be on the side of that Pelta.
Now, he had 2 shields on there when we started. He evaded 1. So he canceled 1 die. So we've got 1 on each side on the Pelta there in the front, and then 0 on the left-hand side. All right, here we come. Now, all right. Now the pain's coming.
The Architects are coming in full speed here. Yeah, so this was an attempted flanking maneuver, as best we can tell, to move those 2 Architects to come in. It looks like they were trying to do a pincer.
They were.
Bomber Command Center
all right,
being
so
used.
This is our front Pelta. He's measuring if he's got arc. Waiting to find out. All right, we're doing front of the Pelta to the side of the Psy Moon. Front of the Bomber Command Center to the side of the Psy Moon. All right, we do another range check here.
We're going to pop up picture-in-picture for you guys and see if we can do that.
There you go.
We're going to make that bigger so you guys can see it.
That's you.
That way we can get both up at once.
Oh, okay.
We're moving that.
We're adjusting. There we go. All right. We took... Okay, so he contained the crit. Is this... I think we got another... Is this another Pelta? Same Pelta, side to the front of the Architects, so he did a side shot. So he had a Confire command dial.
We'll leave this up so that you guys can see both.
Okay, the Architects redirected. All right, now he's moving. So we did a side shot into the front of the Psy Moon, and then the other side into the front of the Architects. Ooh, all right, here we go.
And this is still turn 3, isn't it? A lot of game to go.
All right. He's doing the FCT. And, all right, he's choosing to move. Who is that, Adrian? What fighter is he moving? He's moving an ARC 170.
Again, we're playing superior position, so what we really want to do here is get ourselves into the rear arcs here to try and get those extra points.
All right, Axe.
And
Was that Axe that got moved? Axe was the one that got
Axe got
FCT'd. All right, here we go. We got a Pelta boosted comm. He's using his clone navigation officer to
CNO,
get an additional squadron. All right,
and
he's
now
attacking
we're making our attacks here.
Anakin into Mornikey.
Ooh, 3.
He's got Adept.
Oh, well, yeah, we get the Adept here. I think we're looking, well, hey, that's blocking.
Yep.
Brace
Well,
is blocked.
that's
3.
done. They're done.
Yeah. And then with the splash, we're gone.
Hitting the generics.
Yeah, look at that.
And Mornikey is off the board.
That's rough. All right, we have another shot here that's a
Counter
the
back
counter
from
was
Morna.
0.
0 hits. Yep, he's free. The heal. All right, Anakin's back up to 3 health.
Soka's being moved now.
And Ahsoka's unengaged, so she can do her ability.
A lot of careful measuring going on here. We're getting closer to the...
Ahsoka goes. Because remember, the decimators are heavy.
Yep.
So Ahsoka is bumping the arc to do the 2 blues. 1 damage into that decimator. And now Ahsoka gets to do her thing. Counter back at that arc from the decimator. 1 hit back at it. And these arcs got 7 hulls, so it's going to take a while to chisel down. Ahsoka into that generic. She's got Adept 1. Wow, 4 damage. Huge hit. Huge hit. So that takes out another generic decimator. So we have 1 generic decimator down and Morna Key down. Countered back at Ahsoka. Looks like it took 1 damage. And it looks like Axe is getting moved. And Axe's Black Knob Bomber.
Dropping dice off the table. They went flying.
There's
Those dice do not count. There's your hit.
He's got to take it.
And that will gain a superior position
there it
token.
is. First
there we go.
token
There's
on the
the first
board.
token.
So everyone keeping track. We got 1 victory token so far. All right, we're moving our 4th squadron here.
Going again. Going into
Here
the
we
back.
go.
Trying to make that shot into the rear.
This is into the front of the Simoon.
BCC.
Hit
There's
crit.
the- yeah.
Y-wing into the Simoon. All right, let's find out what kind of defense tokens we're going to spend here. Blowing the
The
contain.
containe's going away so that we
Containe's
just
gone.
taken damage.
All right, we got 4 damage on the Simoon right now. 4 damage.
Here's a red shot into the front.
Into
There's
the
a
front.
crit into
Another
the
crit.
front, and there's no
Containe's
shields on
gone.
the front.
Containe's gone.
That's going to be a. Let's see what the I was going to say what the structural damage card is, but capacitor failure.
Capacitor failure. Shields.
Front to front shot.
Front to front. Wow, that is a double red, blue crit,
I have no words for this
and a
one.
red crit. Those are some hot dice, Ken.
So just so that everyone at home is, if you're wondering what capacitor failure is, if a hull zone has no remaining shields, so which is Simoon is definitely losing shields, you cannot recover shields in it, nor can you move shields into it.
You also can't spend.
You cannot
redirect
spend the
tokens,
redirect tokens.
which is
at those,
huge.
right? So a lot of damage being done early, well, midway through the game here on this.
He's using his redirect on the Architans.
This is on the Architans, so this is a separate shot, separate.
Different ship.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I'm watching chat here, and one of the things that I was thinking was potentially going to happen.
Pelta rams Architans. Now this Pelta's already got a ram damage.
Right, so we're taking a little bit
So
more.
now he's down to 3 hull left on that Pelta. Yep. So we got 3 left on that.
So what's interesting in the squadron battle here is we have. Well, hang on. We're moving over. Squadron phase now.
Squad phase. He's got those 2 decis left.
Right. But what we're seeing here is these decimators, they're being beaten up pretty hard with Ahsoka, Anakin, that combo. That's a tough combo to get around also. When you throw an axe in there also, that's a lot
Once you
you've got.
don't have any ace defense tokens to help, just Anakin and Ahsoka just murders.
I'm
generics.
going to agree with you on that one, Garrett,
There's
100%.
no way to stop it. It's just, even if you have 7 or 8 hull, right?
Right. And then, these Y-Wings are just sitting there
All right,
pounding on the ISD.
All right, this Decimator's coming in. Decimator's attacking Ahsoka here.
Attacking, so let's see
Now,
what
she
we've
still
got.
got her scatter.
Ooh,
1
one
damage.
hit.
Let's see what he decides to do here. Ahsoka's also got counter.
Yep.
Ahsoka
takes one. Here's the counter.
Counters 2.
Adept,
2 damage
2
back.
back at the Decimator. Ouch.
Adrian, what hull does that Decimator have?
3 on that
3
Decimator.
left on it.
3 and 6.
3 and 6. All right, 3 and 6. All right, second Decimator goes. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Definitely
yeah,
going to scatter
that's
that.
scattering that one, yeah.
Counter back. 2 hits. So that one's down to 4 now. So we got 3 and 4 on the Decimators. All right, Arc 170's bombing the Simoon into the front. Hit crit.
There's another one.
He cannot spend his...
Cannot spend, yeah.
Adrian's going to let us know what he decides to do here. Looks like he's taking a critical hit. Coolant discharge.
Ooh, another tough one.
Coolant discharge.
Cool.
Bomber Command Center. We got, that was a hit, it got hit. So it's a hit crit again from this next Arc 170. He's going to take another critical.
Coolant discharge, limiting your shots. I mean, this Simon is just taking a
beating.
A beating.
Yeah. So that was an Arc 170 in the front of the Simoon. It's currently sitting on 7
Probably
damage.
down to 7 damage.
7 damage.
Oh, yeah.
He just took 2 more.
And we'd see the 2 face-up cards. They're right there, top of the screen.
He's about to take a third.
Yeah. So we're getting close to seeing what could have. There's the third, and it is another crit. Crit is Thruster
Fissure.
Yeah. So that one. Here's what we got. When you're changing your speed, you're taking damage. We got some.
This is the third Arc 170.
Yeah.
Hit. He's
9
at 9
total damage.
He just took 2 more.
No, I think those 2 are the. Here we go. Here's the 2. That should do it. Or
10,
are we
11.
redirecting? On the back.
Oh, he flew to the back of the Simoon there. You can see it in the
Getting
camera.
yeah. Okay, so getting a token for superior positions.
So now we're at 2 victory tokens.
We're shield status is coming down, and we're getting an update.
Simoon has 10 hull damage on it right now.
So we are literally down to the wire here. We got 1 left.
All right, we are moving.
This is not looking good for John.
Into round 4 here.
Are we moving into round 4?
Round 4, we're setting
round
command
4
dials.
dials. All right.
So that's a shot here. So we've got this Simoon. Now he's first player.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets to go first.
He does.
So that helps. But he's surrounded by 2 arcs, or 2 Peltas, 4 Arc 170s, and a Y-Wing. Tarkin has revealed his token, Confire tokens for everybody.
Moving right along here. Pretty quick, too. We're in turn 4. We're about an hour into this first round.
All right, we have
We have
revealed our
concentrate fire on the Simoon, right?
Yep. Simoon, Confire. Ooh,
And
he's letting him do the IF.
we are doing intensify firepower.
Because you're supposed to do that in
Andrew,
ship phase.
you have to do that during the ship phase
He's
at the beginning of it. So
Yep, he's letting him do it.
Andrew's again showing great sportsmanship here to be able to showcase what good players we have here at this level of competition here for Armada, and that could potentially save him a couple shots. So I mean,
So
let's be honest, it's a great move.
So he's got gunner teams. He's got a Confire commando. So he's picking what shots once a year. I don't know if that 1 Pelta with the Yularen is doubled, but it looks like he's deciding to hit the side of that Pelta that's got 3 hull points left right now. Yep.
Louis Andre,
Yep, hitting side of that booster that's sitting in
your
front of the
question
Arctons. Here we go. Wow.
That's
a good
gonna hurt.
Simon roll.
That's
a good
gonna
Simon
hurt.
roll. Krajniak. And he's doing IF. $10 damage. 9 damage. That's 9.
So to answer the Empire list question, it did have squads. It was 3 decimators and a Morna key.
And Morna key, yep. Discard evade, cancels the doubles, and then he's going to brace and read it, which he's got to, right?
Yeah, if you want to try to survive, yeah.
5, so he took it down to 3, and he's redirecting. So
that should be the entire shield complement, or is that? Yeah.
the shields are gone on it.
So we've got any hit now on that Simoon will take it out, I believe.
On that Pelta.
Oh, is that the Pelta?
That's the Simoon shooting the Pelta in front of the Architans. Okay, so he's using his gunnery teams to flak.
Well, there are a number of Y-wings out there.
Gunnery teams to flak.
Yeah, they pulled those quick. Okay, another 2 damage. They're just running through.
But remember, these arcs got 7 hull.
Right.
It's going to be hard to shoot them around.
And you could always leverage Yularen to start fixing them, too.
Worst
so
case.
at this point,
that's consistent 2 damage on each of them.
Right. Which you expect off of black dice.
Right. So so Adrian just told us the lowest health Arc 170 is on 4, so it's still
there's a lot of fighters out there that
so he's got 2 decimators left, but Ahsoka's got them tied down.
Yeah.
I believe that 1 decimator could probably hit that Arc 170, but everything else is out of range and free to bomb.
Most definitely. This is.
So the
engineering
ISD is
token.
retroactively using engineering token to recover a shield.
1 on the rear.
Trying to.
So not a doctor in the chat. Republic lists, when put in hands, very capable hands that know how to leverage all the upgrade cards, can be devastating.
Right.
And they're squadron balls, specifically with Anakin, Ahsoka, Axe, and Kickback.
If you don't have an answer to that, it's going to overwhelm you.
Right. Now, by the same token, you might be in a position where you never face one in a large tournament like this. We've got about 40-some-odd players here for LCQ.
Yep.
Actually, we can go through some interesting stats here while we have a slight break here in the action. Actually, we'll talk about that later because we're getting back here. We're making some. No, we'll talk about it now. So, of the 40 players we have here, LCQ, there are 17 Imperial fleets, 16 Rebel fleets. Simon's jumping up to speed 2 using the nav token.
All right. Be interesting with thruster.
Yeah, we're going to overlap some of those squadrons. The question's going to be, what can those Peltas do? I'm guessing they're going to hit pretty hard.
It's going to destroy it.
Yeah. Odds are we're looking at this. This could be a potential ram here. Going back to factions, 2 Separatist fleets and 5 Republic fleets. So we've got a good mix. Not very many Separatist fleets.
Listen, it's the Empire. All right, it's most popular, but it's a good split. 40-40 for Rebels Empire.
Yeah, well, 43% Imperial, 40% Rebels, 5 Separatist, and 13% Republic. So, interesting mix-up for 40 players.
So Simon's move forward here, and yep, he's going to try and farm these points.
And they're getting moved to squadrons. A single ram here will do it.
Yep.
Boosted comms.
All right.
Pelta is revealing a squadron.
So this is our boosted comms Pelta. I think he's trying to get it.
Clone navigation officer giving himself a token.
Yep.
Spending it. And now we're going to have a whole mess of squadrons getting activated here.
He is sending Anakin back in. Here we go. We're going to clean up these decimators. Is his plan. Here we go.
First shot off.
I think this is the one with 4 hole left.
And 1 on 4, there's 1. Adept 2, 3.
Anakin's ability.
Yeah, and then with the splash damage, there goes the
gone.
decimator.
Yep. Splash does it again. You're right, Corsac. This is a difficult fleet to
counter 1.
Keep track of.
We've got our dodge, reroll, nothing. This is definitely a game where we're beaten up on the Imperial ships here.
Looks
like
like
slightly different angle.
Looks like we're gonna start sending away these arcs to start hitting these Architins. Slight bump there. He's measuring. All right.
Axe coming in.
Black now bomber. He's going for another token here. Nope.
Nothing at the beginning.
No bomber command center on Axe. All right. Here comes our generic Y-wing. And our flight stand is taking slight damage.
There it
All
comes.
Right. Here we go.
Front of the
Architons. Hit crit.
The hit crit.
Mm.
And those Y-wings do hit bomber. We are running the contain. No. Getting an update here from the field. Two goes to the hull.
The hull of the Architons. All right.
Soka being activated.
This
is going to go into the side
decimator.
Moon.
Hitting the decimator.
No, she's going for the decimator.
That's it.
Yep.
That takes care of that.
Yeah. Counter is nothing.
Nope. Accuracy back. And he's taking her.
Moving over there.
Trying to get to the heel, and now she can shoot at the back of that.
Right.
She's only at blue though. All right, here we go. Empire's turn.
It's going to be one of those two Architons.
All right, we're
front
doing
to front. And
that middle Architons into the Pelta.
No evade. 1.
So we're going to take another damage, I think, on this Architons.
I think so.
Yep. So we're up 4.
Yep.
We've only got 5 hull.
So that one is not looking.
And we're going to bump.
Yeah. There's Ram. It goes off the table. That one's out.
And that Architons did not got to activate yet.
Right. So there's one left. Boosted comms. Pelta is at 3 hull.
It's got 3 hull left.
3 hull damaged.
3 hull. Yep. So you got 2 hull left.
2 hull left on that. So it's possible that Architons can maybe do something.
So this is the last Imperial activation for this. Checking range. I think this is our first enhanced armament shot.
I think you're right, because we've been doing front shots out of the Architons for most of the game. We've got really no good angles. Most of the time we've been out of that long range. Architons shows a concentrate fire. It is an obstructed shot.
Into the Pelta. Side to the
front
Bomber Command Center.
And we've got 2. We've got a hit and a crit.
Or he's rolling 3 because he's got enhanced.
Making some decisions of what we want to do here.
And that was a Confire command dial.
It is a command fire, correct. Now we're adding in the die, another blank. Nothing. I believe that was off of a token.
A Confire, yeah, from Tarkin. Yeah. He's doing IF, so he's doing 3 damage.
Yep, 3 damage.
So evade, cancel.
Evade and brace.
Brace to 1.
Off the front. To still have shields there, I believe. Now we're going front to front.
Front to front. How many shields on that, Adrian, on the front of that? 1 shield left on the front of that Pelta. So we rolled an accuracy off it.
Yep.
IF it to 1.
IF it to 1. Then we've got movement on that Architons.
Here it comes. I think it's still going to speed 3. He wants to set up here for some future enhanced armament shots.
Wow. The game's not over until we have all
That's right.
The ships are gone. And we could be surprised here. We're only in round 4. I believe there's still 2 Peltas left to activate. It's 2 that are on the left side, well, right side of the ISD, left side of the screen.
All right, here we go.
Flagship Pelta being activated. Confire, taking it as a token.
Confire. Red, he's shooting the rear of the Simoon.
Into the rear of the Simoon. Obstructed shot. There's 1 hit.
That's a victory token.
That is a victory token. There goes the shield. And I think there's no more shields left.
No more shields. We're done. Done their shields.
And then we're going side to rear, I believe.
If he's got an arc.
Nope, no more shots.
Nope.
Again, angles, depending on the direction you're looking at. Now, there was bumped some squadrons here, or some ships, rather.
Yeah, these mats are a little slick. All right.
Yeah. These
Accidents
are brand
happen.
new mats, too.
They are fresh out of the box.
Yeah, when we were setting up the table yesterday, we literally pulled these out of shrink wrap. The other Pelta, this is the Bomber Command Center one, I think.
Yep.
Showing in engineering. 6 points.
6 points.
And we are repairing some shields, I believe. Oh, getting rid of damage cards.
Yep. Because he rammed earlier.
Yeah, yep.
And took a hit from the Simoon. Listen, we all smack around models on this game.
I was going to say, I don't think I've played a game where I haven't knocked something over.
Yeah. It's just going to happen. There's
And,
nothing you can do to stop it.
If it's happening at this level, I mean, these are top players here.
Yeah. All right,
here we go.
This is rear. Two dice out the rear of Pelta, which is great. Double in accuracy.
These dice rolls are incredible. Blocking the redirect. And we will get you a damage count on the Peltas here in just a second. And we're firing again into the side.
Oh, you rolled it off. What was that hit? Was that a hit? There we
go. It was a
There's
hit, yeah. That's the one thing with the streaming
Side to
table.
side.
Players love rolling dice on the table, which is fine. We understand that happens, but then we can't tell you what it is. So we will chastise the players accordingly. And
so on that Pelta, Adrian, how many hull points is left in the one that just landed on the station? What's that Pelta hull on the station? No damage. And then the one in front of the Architans? 3 hull damage. So there's 3 hull damage on the Pelta in front of the Architans.
okay, the expanded Pelta, engineering, getting angles here, determining if we have shots.
So this is our Pelta that's butted up next to that
Correct.
Simoon. Front to rear for another token. We got a double a hit and an accuracy.
Yeah,
so that finishes off
that kills the
ISD.
Simoon. Simoon is now off the table. That's another victory token too.
So we're at 5 right now, victory tokens.
It's a ton of extra points. I have 15 points a pop. That is 30, 60, 75 extra points right there.
And we've still got squadrons.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten
in
that
the
far
rear
yet.
of the Architans.
Overlapping some of the squadrons. Well, just one. Moving that one over.
But those ships and squadrons, out of the fight.
Yeah.
He's trying to push him back.
Fighter command.
FCT.
The one's kind of stuck. It can't actually move far enough away to get it be useful.
Right.
So good placement
FCT's
there.
only 1, right? So
right.
Distance 1. All right. I think that's all. I think we have 1 Pelta left. I could be mistaken. Excuse me.
We're checking all ships. So we're going into squad phase.
Squad phase. So decimators are gone.
Decimators
so it's
are
just Republic now. So he's moving arc 170.
And this is all just to make sure that we can get
blistering speed too.
Yeah. Pelton station is fully repaired, I believe.
The Pelta on the station he used an engineering command, had 6 points to spend, and used it to recover holes.
All right, so we are now moving into the next turn. So
round 5.
Turn 5.
All right, his clone navigation officers are getting refreshed using command tokens.
Going into turn 5.
So currently the Empire's lost its Simoon, 1 of the Architans, 3 decimators, a Morning Key.
While we have a break in the action, let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You are watching the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship on Ion Radio.
From the Hyatt Regency. Last chance qualifier. All right, here we go. Empire still first player. Arkansas is the only ship that can go.
Looking at angles. That's interesting. I wonder if we have a good shot if we can see angle on that Architans in terms of what it might be able to shoot.
It's definitely got a double.
It's got a double, but whether it can hit into the same arc or not, I don't think we've got a good camera angle on that one.
Front
can only hit the side.
Okay. All right.
Front to side.
Front to side. And that Pelta has 2 hull points, right, Adrian? 2 hull points on the Pelta?
Here's the shot. We've got 4. Yeah, with crits.
Good roll from the Architans.
Bracing it to 2.
Took it on the shield.
Yep. And then we've got side with enhanced armament.
Yep.
That's, oof.
No token corrections.
Nope. So we've got a accuracy and a crit. So again, we're not going to be doing too much to that. We do get a crit in. Crit is coolant discharge. So we're down to only 1 attack from that Pelta, but I don't think that's going to really matter at this point.
It's bombers now.
Those so that's the thing, is we're going to be seeing squadrons, FCT, bomber command if we can keep that in range, and we'll see if this Architans can keep itself on the table. I suspect that won't be a problem.
No, I don't think so.
Although I'm going to go on record saying the ships that I tend to fly off the board the most are either Architans or Raiders, but Raiders at speed 4.
Because you're overconfident with them.
You know what?
I can go. I'll be fine, right? All these clicks.
Yep.
Squad command on the Pelta with the most damage there. The one next to the Architans.
Yeah, so
that here we go. He's moving in. I believe that is Axe. Axe is coming in.
So this is the Pelta that's
Black
that's
bomber.
in danger.
Ooh, no hit. No hits. That's all right. He's been rolling hell all day. Speed 3 Y-wing. Our bomber command center, I believe, is too far away.
I think you're right. A couple ships getting bumped, no big deal.
Oh, he's checking it. No, he's got it. He's got it.
Nope,
he's
he
in
is
the bomber
within.
BCC.
So here we go.
Hit crit. Doesn't
crit.
even need it. Doesn't even need it. That's a into the rear. Superior position.
That's. I was just going to say, is that a superior position shot?
Redirecting to the left side of the Architans.
Had 2 shields. I believe that brings it down to none, correct?
Yep. You can see that 6 tokens there now. Believes that puts us at 90.
Yes. 6 tokens would be 90 points. Okay, going against the rear again. This is still within bomber command.
Center.
Here's the shot.
Outside of BCC.
No brace. No evade.
No.
Take a crit.
He's taking it.
Are we going to spend the redirect to the right? So there's no shields on the sides of the Architans.
And the rear.
Oh, that's all shields off that Architans then.
So that's 7.
2 on the front.
2 on the front.
Yep.
Empty. So that's another. So we're at 7 victory tokens. We're at 105 points.
Jeez. Now remember, folks, your maximum number of.
So we had a hit accuracy from another Arc 170, locking the evade. And this is the ship, side to side.
Side to side.
Hit,
Another
hit.
2. Shooting at the rear. Okay, side to rear.
Getting them tokens.
Yeah. But this might be. There's got to only be 1 or 2 more hull hits on that. Oh no, is that Architans should have 3 hits now. So we've got 5 hull on an Architans. So 2 left, 2 shields on the front.
Capacity or coolant discharge, only 1 shot.
Right.
Coolant discharge, 1 shot.
Otherwise, there would probably be a rear shot going in.
Just moving along here.
Mm-hmm. People waving, saying hello.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces here. 15 minutes left in the round.
50.
50.
5-0.
5-0. I was like, I thought we were moving pretty fast.
No.
I was surprised there. 50 minutes left. We're going to blame Adrian for that, all right? All right, we're
15 minutes. You just scared everyone on stream
I
here.
lost track of time. Fighter coordination team.
I was going to say, we're only an hour and a half into the... You know, this is 100% Adrian just making sure that Garrett and I were paying attention. That's all it really is.
A monkey see, monkey do over here. All right.
And again, special thanks to everyone here listening in, watching us on a Thursday morning.
What's happening here, Adrian? Update me. I lost track. Okay.
Fighter coordination teams, we've already got that Pelta being activated. Engineering.
Oh, they started squadron phase. That's what happened here. We still got no ships. All right.
So they backtrack to update the ship.
I knew I wasn't going crazy. All right.
Yeah. See, between Adrian trying to trick us into only 15 minutes and...
Yeah. Yeah, I see. But we got to do it by the rules, all right? All ships first.
So they're moving...
All right.
Andrew's moving his ships around. And then we're going to go back into the squadron phase, which we skipped.
Well, we tried to jump into.
We jumped into.
We're back on track, everybody.
Yeah,
we're back on track.
we fixed that. So
okay,
we're now into round 5, or we're going to 6.
This is round 6. This has got to be 6. We just did 6.
Yep.
Round 6. You're all gaslighting us over here, all right? All right, they're setting dials. They're getting ready. So all 4 Peltas still on the board. All Republic squadrons still on the board.
And of course, as soon as the game's over, we will give you a score update and everything else. We're going to talk about the game as well. Architans is activating first.
Player, Confire.
Which makes sense because, I mean, let's be honest, there's really nothing else left to activate on the
still
Imperial
in danger,
side.
all right?
Very much so, yes.
He can roll this thing off the board here right now. All right, Architans shooting at it.
Yep, so there's only 1 hull left on this Pelta.
Yep.
So looks like we're probably medium range, maybe long. We're taking a look. Got a couple spectators out watching this game.
Side to side
shot.
Here we go.
Dice being rolled up.
Enhanced.
Here we go. With enhanced.
Oh, this is a good roll. And Confire.
So no tokens, 3.
Got
the Pelta's gone.
Got it. Pelta out the board. We took casualties.
So, yes, there is a maximum MOV in the tournament. The maximum is 400 points. You cannot go above that. You can score more than 400 points, but you won't be able to get an MOV score beyond that. And, yes, we will be making sure we are drinking water and hydrating and everything else. My plan is this is game 1 of 15 for the weekend. My goal is to hit all 15 games.
Well, I mean...
And Garrett's giving me a look like
Ken's goal is that. Ken likes to be in this command seat, all right? But we gotta rotate people out.
I think we're looking at our Y-Wings here, seeing what we can do. Activating the next Pelta.
Yes, Rob, I'm drinking water. Don't worry. I'm trying.
Flagship nav.
Okay, Yularen going. Who's he activating? No
Can
boosted.
we get to the...
All right, Architans coming in hot. Not Architans, Arc 170s. Oh my gosh.
Squad token being spent, so that's going to be able to activate 2 squadrons, correct?
Because of Yularen.
The Yularen. And we're bringing this... I don't think they're going to be able to get to the rear, but they will be able to at least probably hit the side of the Architans, which has no shields, right?
Here we go.
2 blues into the side. There's 2. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are there shields on the front?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. No shields anywhere on the Architans, so
3
there are
hull points.
two hull left. 3 damage. So we've got the Y-wing. Oh no, it's just the one, I guess.
Yeah, he's in a transport.
Ah, all right.
Well, I guess he could have used it.
Bomber
whatever.
Command Center, Pelta activating, just moving along.
Out of range.
Believe that's a nav that it's got. Getting itself into range. We may not. This may come down to the squadron phase and see what Y-wings are still in range to be able to shoot. Flagship, nav, going forward, staying on the table. So we're about to go into the final bit of Game 1.
All right, here they go.
Squadron phase. We have activations.
No rogues. No rogues.
No rogues.
We
Nothing
we
in
lost
range.
the match
Is that
stick.
game? That is game.
Calling it. That's it. In round 6.
Wow. So
One
this is.
Architect
We will
lives.
get scores for you in a minute, folks. 8 victory
8
tokens.
victory tokens total.
That
I believe
is
that's 120.
that is a ton. 120 points, I think. So they're gonna put that together. We're gonna bring you back to us. So hello everyone once again. We've now finished Game 1 here. Well, we finished our game. We're still in round 1. I'm sure there's other.
Yeah, there's like 40 minutes left or something like that. 45 minutes.
Yeah, at this point, correct. So we just finished Game 1. We're getting the score for you in a minute, but we had a Republic and Empire battle. And I think the keys here are going to be the squadrons decimating those ships, specifically the ARC 170s.
John's Empire fleet, it didn't have an answer
No.
to squadrons of bombers. The decimators, they can't escort, they can't screen.
No. Ahsoka and Anakin just tore through those decimators like they were butter. So here's the final score. We have 336 for Andrew. We have
Plus
60 points for John.
Plus
Now
120.
we add 120 points for 4 tokens, which brings us to 456 minus 60 is 396 points. Yeah, 396 point MOV victory here for Andrew. So if in case you guys, you're watching us on camera, and I'm looking at you guys right now, and we tend to be doing a lot of this. And the reason we're doing this
Cameras
is
over
that
here.
the table is about 15 feet in that direction. And it's interesting for us to try and comment on these games because it's not right here and we can't hear the players as well. But still, again, this story here I think is twofold. You have the squadrons, which on the Republic side was just tore through the Empire side.
Right. It's uninterrupted bombing.
Right, and then the 120 points,
It's
victory
gonna get
points.
you, right? Yeah.
8 tokens is a lot. And I think the other thing was the deployment. Those Architects needed to be closer to the Simon to do more damage to the
It's never
Peltas.
a good idea to separate your fleet out
Right.
like that. Usually, I mean, you want to keep things concentrated. I wanted to clarify one thing real fast. Tomorrow, during the actual tournament, we're going to have like 120 plus. Today's tournament's 40, but the main tournament is 120
Correct.
plus.
And we will get you all the information specific to how many players they are, what kind of fleets we have. We're going to bring you 4 good games. At least I hope they're 4 good games. They're all good games. We're playing Armada.
We're going to make sure. We want to make sure, especially at the end of the day, people who are on that edge of making the day too, those are the most exciting games.
Yep.
Like that top, like the bottom, like 14, 16 person player, because they got to play all out. Because if they lose, it's over.
Right.
Right. But at your top tables, they already have enough tournament points to proceed to the next day.
Right.
So they're going to play a lot safer, right?
Yes. So it's again, this is going to be fun to see what we have here. We're watching chat, so definitely talk to us in the chat right now. We'll stay online for a little bit before we sign
So
off.
Calm, it's going to be only three players. They only have room for 3 coming at us last chance qualifier. So you got to win hard
You
every
really do.
game
You
because
do.
that is a huge cut. Oof.
It's going to be an interesting 4 rounds today. Well, 3 more rounds.
Andrew's on a good start.
I think Andrew's on a very good start with
in
the 10-1.
the running now, officially.
I'm going to say he's probably at the top of the charts.
Yeah.
At least right now. We'll have an update for that at the beginning of the next
Yeah,
round.
yeah, you're right, Colm. It's 9s or 10s. There's no, you can't get 8s, you can't get 7s. There's no options for those. So.
Not if you're looking to get in those top 3 positions, because you're looking at only, about 8% of the players are going to get in. So 3 of the 40.
Less,
I mean,
less
that's
than that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be tough competition, to be sure.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, it's fun to be able to watch it here up at the streaming table.
Yeah.
And actually, if we switch to, let's go to camera 4 real fast, and maybe we can showcase some of those Thrawn. You can kind of see it on the right-hand side here. These are the new sidebars that are part of the prize wall. We will be trying to show you a couple more things from the prize wall in our next stream. We're going to kind of set up a little bit for that.
Let me go steal one.
Sure,
I'll
go
bring it
ahead.
over here.
So I'm going to sit here and talk a little bit for you guys. Again, just a couple things. We are going to be streaming for the rest of today, tomorrow, Saturday, and all 3 games on Sunday. Garrett's actually bringing this mat here, so we're going to go show you what we have here, because this is some neat stuff, and we're excited to be able to show it to you guys.
All right.
So take a look at this. This is the Thrawn sidebar. I mean, you got the ISD in there, the Victory.
So we got it. I think it's an
the MC80.
ISD.
Looks like
one.
an ISD one.
Yep.
No, that's an
one.
ISD 2 because it doesn't
Are you
have
sure?
the com tower.
You got the
yeah,
com tower. So it's ISD 2, a Victory 1.
Is that a couple
80.
transports over there?
You got the well. You got to have the hero ships, the Rebellion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. The couple.
Got to have those
GR75s.
Looks like we've got little X-wing.
Yeah, we
underneath
do little
the
X-wings.
Nebulon.
Look at that. That's cute.
And then we got TIE fighters above the Victory there.
Yeah, right over here. So nifty stuff. We're glad to be able to show this to you guys.
Yep.
And Thrawn, front and center. So these are available on the prize wall if you are here at
I wish I
AdeptiCon.
could remember the artist's name who drew this Thrawn, because this is the Thrawn art from the, I think, 2019 Worlds
I think
Alt-Art
so.
card.
Right.
It's like the perfect Thrawn. It's good. So no, these are gonna be hot ticket items, man.
Definitely. So we've got, again, let's recap the score here. I'm going to just kind of go through things before we sign off. And so here we go. So final score, Andrew 456, John at 60, MOV of 396 points, which is a 10-1. So on behalf of Garrett here, Adrian at the table side, you've been watching the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship at Adepticon here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Schaumburg. So until we get back onto the stream in about, an hour or so, so long, and enjoy the rest of your day.